Hello everyone and welcome to AA Meetings. I'm your host Daphne. Today we will be discussing early Renaissance churches with a very special guest and superfan, Bailey Evans. On today's podcast we will be focusing on two iconic early Renaissance churches, Santa Croce and Santo Spirito.
Hello Daphne, thank you for having me here today. I am very excited to be here and to talk to you about the historic architecture.
I'm so glad to hear that. Let's get started. Let's get started on today's topic. Where to even begin?
Let's start at the beginning. I don't really know much about the early Renaissance period. Do you have any information on that?
Good idea. The early Renaissance period started around the 14th to the 16th century. From there, the Renaissance started a transformative period that led the cultural, artistic, and intellectual improvements in Western civilization. With the early Renaissance, art and architecture were pivotal contributors to the development of the Renaissance. Architects and artists were striving to imitate the ideas of harmony, proportion, and balance while also seeking to create a more naturalistic representation of the world around them.
Can I get a little more background information about the early Renaissance churches in a more general sense?
Of course, Renaissance churches displayed a notable evolution in form and floor plan shape compared to their medieval predecessors. One characteristic feature was the adoption of a Latin cross or centralized plan layout, which emphasized symmetry and balance. The Latin cross plan, with its long nave intersected by a shorter transept, allowed for a clear focus on the high altar while accommodating larger congregations.
Wow, this is a very good conversation. Let's keep this flowing. So tell me more about the Santa Croce and Santo Spirito.
Santa Croce is in the heart of Florence. The construction started in the late 13th century, and the facade was not completed until the 19th century. Santa Croce's facade design stands as a monumental expression of Renaissance architectural mastery, executed by various architects over centuries, including Arnolfo di Cambio. It showcases a harmonious blend of Gothic intricacy and classical style. The lower section dazzles with ornate reliefs and sculptures, while the upper part exudes classical simplicity with its elegant columns and pediments. This facade not only serves as the entrance to a revered church, but also symbolizes the cultural and artistic richness of Florence during the Renaissance period. The interior space is a series of elegant arches and soaring vaults, but what sets Santa Croce apart from the numerous chapels that are each adorned with frescoes, sculptures, and tombs. Fun fact, Santa Croce is also known as the Temple of the Italian Glories. The name came from many famous figures that are buried within the walls. These tombs make Santa Croce a vestibule of Italian history and culture. Now let's move on to Santo Spirito.
Wow, thank you for this information, Daphne. I'm very intrigued in it.
If you think Santa Croce is good, wait till you hear about Santo Spirito. Santo Spirito emphasizes simplicity and proportion through clean lines and extreme plainness. The facade design epitomizes Renaissance simplicity and elegance. Designed by Brunelleschi in Florence, Italy, it features harmonious proportions, clean lines, and minimal ornamentation. The facade's symmetrical composition with its classical elements like pilasters and pediments showcases the period's architectural refinement and attention to balance. Like Santa Croce, the interior is just as captivating. The most captivating point is the nave, where it is covered in natural light that comes from the usage of large windows and a spacious, uncluttered layout. The design itself is very unified and really expresses the raw, basic architectural ideas of that time. A fun fact about Santo Spirito is that it was the last major work designed by the renowned architect Filippo Brunelleschi, who is best known for his iconic dome atop the Florence Cathedral. Santo Spirito showcases Brunelleschi's mastery of Renaissance architecture and his innovative approach to spatial design.
Wow. Thank you so much for inviting me and teaching me about the Renaissance and early Renaissance churches. This has been such a great help for me, and I am so intrigued by this information.
Of course, I also thoroughly enjoyed info dumping on you. Thank you so much for your time, but I believe our time is about up. Thank you for tuning in to AA Meetings, and we'll see you guys next time.